Yes, yes, ma'am.
Great. Last lecture of this day, and I know it is quite exhaustive. One second. Okay. So we are towards the end of our chapter, free undamped vibration, right? Only three to four varieties, not actually three to four, two to three, I can say, varieties are left. So from next class, we will start a new chapter. Okay, now the experiment related to this, we will discuss during our lab hours. Okay, I will explain what you have to do, which problem you need to solve, what question you need to write, right? And then you have to submit by the end of next week. So, uh, experiment related to this, I will explain in during your lab hours. Clear? Okay. So, as I said, I know it is quite exhausting. Uh, so, the problem, and I also insist you to write the problem. So, this is a similar kind of problem what we have done yesterday, right? The problem related to beam or shaft with the spring, right? Here you can see that we have a two spring K1 and K2 along with the third torsional spring KT, right? So we have total three spring K1, K2 and K3. So is it visible? ये दिख रहा है आपको, right? Clearly? What is the arrangement? Are you able to understand? Even from the center O, from the fixed end, all the distance are given. Right? If you see the total distance, total length of the beam, it is 1000 mm. Now, from fixed end to the first end, first spring distance is 600 mm. You have all the stiffness value K1, K2, and KT. Right? The mass of the beam is 5 kg. So we have all the parameters known to us. Now we can solve the problem. Now, how the displacement will occur? How the displacement will occur? How the displacement will occur? So when you discharge this rod, right, when the beam is deflected through an angle, so if you disturb this, it will have the angle theta, right, due to which the upper spring is also stretched and the lower spring will also compressed, you can say, right? So upper spring will be stretched and the lower spring will be compressed by the distance x1 and x2 respectively. Okay, so this is a diagram when you displace from its equilibrium position, right? So when you displace, this is the original equilibrium position, and when you displace this by an angle theta, there is a displacement or stretch of the spring by x1. You can see from this position, from this equilibrium position, it is stretched by x1, and here it is x2. Likewise, okay. So you can see all the displacement. You have total three variables: theta, x1, and x2. Clear? This is clear up to this point.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you solve this problem by yourself? Would you like to try? See, even I know it is exhausting, but you can try at least. And afterwards, I will help. because a similar kind of problem we have already solved, right? What you need to do, you need to find out the initial deflection, that is theta. What is the angular? One second. So your displacement, angular displacement of beam is theta, right? Okay. So angular displacement of beam is theta. Now when you convert the displacement of x1 and x2 in terms of angular, you can see that, see, when you deflect this, this will be the, this is A, and the horizontal component is A sine theta, right? Sine theta is equivalent to theta. So you can write it is A theta. Same way for length also you can write L sine theta, that means L theta. So this way you can define what is x1 and x2, right? See, see, this is your angular component. This is the horizontal component. This component you are measuring. So theta, sine theta, cos theta. So you are measuring this x1 and x2, right? This x1 and x2. So it will be A sine theta and L sine theta. So you can write A theta and L theta. So in this way you can calculate x1 and x2. Clear? This is clear? See how the equilibrium position is displaced, how all the deflection value we have written over here. And up to this point, if it is okay, then it is very easy to solve further steps by energy method, right? Then it is very easy. Okay, so just tell me how many kinetic energies are involved here? Or here you will consider the kinetic energy for which component? So this is the problem. Tell me. You have to consider kinetic energy for spring, for beam, for torsion spring, or for this linear spring. Jessica,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell me kinetic? We have to consider kinetic energy for which component? One second. Okay. How many components we have? We have 3 spring and 1 beam, right? So kinetic energy can be considered for
Both of the springs.
no. For spring, we cannot consider kinetic energy because we are neglecting the mass of the spring, right? When it is clearly mentioned in the problem that you have to consider the mass of spring, then and then you can consider it. Otherwise, you only have to consider kinetic energy of this beam, right? For spring, you have to consider potential energy. That's what we are doing in last few problems. ये समझ में आ रहा है हमने आगे क्या किया था? स्प्रिंग के लिए अगर लिखा है कि मास आपको कंसीडर करना है तभी आपको उसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी लिखनी है, वरना आपको क्या करना है, उसकी पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ही कंसीडर करनी है, राइट? तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी किसकी कंसीडर करेंगे? जिसका मास है, वेदर इट इज डिस्क, वेदर इट इज पेंडुलम or it is pulley, right? So where the mass is concentrated over there, only you can consider kinetic energy. Clear?
Yes.
So here we will consider the kinetic energy of beam. So what will be the kinetic energy of the beam? Kinetic energy means 1/2 mv square in a very simple, uh, at least for second year student, this definition is true, 1/2 mv square. For you can write 1/2 I theta dot square because your it is having the angular deflection. So it is 1/2 I 0 theta dot square, right? Okay. Now कितनी potential energy आएगी अभी इसमें? You have to consider potential energy for this three spring because it is having KT, it is having K1 and K2 stiffness. So you will consider kinetic energy for this three spring, right? For first spring, upper spring, you can write 1/2 K1 x square, 1/2 K1 x1 square, yes or no? And a half K1 x1 square, right? So it is 1/2 K1 x1 square. What is x? Just now I explained x can be converted in terms of theta by using this triangular x1 equal to a theta while x2 is equal to l theta. Right. So for first spring you can write 1/2 k1 x1 square. Further it is 1/2 k1 a square theta square. Now same thing you can write for the lower spring is 1/2 k2 x2 square. Now, this x2 is the distance measured from the fixed end O, right? तो ये L जितना है, ये कहाँ पे located है? From O to L. So you are considering L here, right? So x is equal to L theta. So it is 1/2 k2 L square theta square. Clear? यहाँ तक किसी को कोई confusion है तो बता दो मुझे. वासु. $54 number वासु.
Yes, ma'am.
આમાં સમજ પડે છે?
हाँ मैम.
Okay. So once you have identified all energy, હજી એક એનર્જી બાકી છે કે આવી ગઈ? All the energies are covered or anything is left? See, still kinetic energy of potential energy of torsional spring is not shown here, right? So it is on the next page. Potential energy of the torsion spring, as it is a torsional spring, it is not the linear spring, right? It is a torsional spring, so you have to consider the angular deflection. So instead 1/2 kx square, you are writing 1/2 k ની જગ્યા પર આપણે kt લખીએ છીએ because it is a torsional stiffness. x की जगह पे क्या लिख रहे हैं हम लोग थीटा. So it is 1/2 kt theta square, right? So now we have all the energies, 1 kinetic energy and 3 potential energy. So put all the energies equation over here and differentiate with respect to time and equate it as a 0. Now after differentiating you will get this. Now what is our standard form? थीटा डबल डॉट प्लस सम पैरामीटर इंटू थीटा. सो आई हैव कन्वर्टेड, इसको मैंने कॉमन ले लिया और थीटा को बाहर निकाल दिया, राइट? और आई को नीचे उतारा तो ये जो हमारा हो गया कि व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज ओमेगा एन स्क्वायर. क्लियर? दिस इज ओमेगा एन स्क्वायर. So you can write omega n equal to this value. Okay. Now, see, do you want to see this again? Just check करो. Okay. Now, see, in earlier also we are writing for pulley I0 is equal to mr square by 2. If it is a pendulum, we were writing I0 equal to ml square. Likewise, we can also write mass moment of inertia for beam at point O. See, why we are writing O? Because we are calculating at from the fixed point, moment of inertia from the fixed point, right? So what is that? So moment of inertia of beam at O point. O point कहाँ पे है पहले ये देख लेते हैं. This is the point O, right? So what is the total moment of inertia? It is moment of inertia at gravity, right? जहाँ पे gravity है, right? So it is equal. It is at CG plus M into OG. OG मीन्स अगर हम लोग ऐसे उसको सेंटर में गिनते हैं, सो इट इज L/2 होल स्क्वायर, राइट? सो सी, जैसे मैंने बताया था कि यू हाउ टू रिमेंबर सम इक्वेशन like what is the deflection for simply supported beam or cantilever beam. Same way, you have to remember some mass moment of inertia value. If it is a beam, you will simply write at Ig equal to ml square by 12, and this is ml square by 4. So ultimately, when you make the summation, I0 equal to ms square by 3. So this is your final mass moment of inertia of beam at point O, right? So this is your equation. Okay, so do you want to write this? Or shall I turn the page? अच्छा चलो एक question. Let me ask you one question. Let me ask you one question. So when you consider mass of spring, what will be the mass of spring? Miss, suppose ये मैंने already explain किया हुआ है, right? This is your simple spring and mass system, right? तो जब हमें मास को कंसीडर नहीं करना है, our natural frequency is equal to under root k by m. Now when it is asked to consider mass of spring, one second. So when you are considering mass of spring as ms and the other arrangement same, your natural frequency will change to ms by 3 plus m. So this is the difference, right? तभी आप kinetic energy ले रहे हो और तभी ये formula आ रहा है. Otherwise, you need not to consider this. કઈ પણ નથી આપ્યું તો આપણે આ જ લઈને આગળ વધીશું, right? Okay. ચલો. So कोई confusion હોય તો બોલો. હર્ષ,
Yes, ma'am.
હર્ષ સમજ પડે છે? આજે તો પૂછતો નથી.
हाँ मैम पढ़े છે.
પડે છે ને? Now let me turn the page. આપણે કેવા કેવા પ્રોબ્લેમ સોલ્વ કર્યા, રાઈટ? So આપણે સમજી શકીએ. Let us start with this. Pulley, spring and mass system. I am just only explaining about the type of problem what we have covered so far. So it is pulley, spring and mass. Simple spring mass system तो हमने देखी थी. Right, here we have discussed about the torsional spring at the center and the spring and mass are attached in different ओरिएंटेशन. राइट, यहाँ पे सेंटर पे लगाया हुआ है. इन अर्लियर केस वो बाहर पे लटका था ऐसे. राइट, now this is another arrangement where you have only pulley and spring, you don't have mass here, right? Then we saw this type of problem. We have two different pulley, two different spring. Right, this problem we have solved by free body diagram. This problem also we covered simple spring and roller system. This is the problem where we have considered mass, where we have proved that ms mass of spring equal to divided by 3. Right, ये रहा देखो solve किया था. Right, now this problem is still left. I will explain at the end. Okay, now then after we covered all the problem related to pendulum. Okay, whether it is simple or compound likewise, right? So this is a simple pendulum. What is the this frequency of oscillation? Then we saw this compound pendulum, right? Then we discuss the different arrangement with the pendulum, spring pendulum. Here also, here we have a two spring and different orientation of pendulum. Today we solve the beam and spring, right? Okay, now this is also kind of pendulum. जो हमने pendulum के लिए solve किया था, it is the same thing, but instead of pendulum, here you have to consider for the disc, right? So determine the natural frequency of oscillation of a cylindrical disc suspended from a point O on its circumference. तो यहाँ पे देखो circumference पे O point पे उसको fix किया हुआ है. At the center gravity is concentrated and it is having radius r. So this is in equilibrium position. When you disturb this, so here it is disturbed. So when it is disturbed, so it is making an angle theta. Just see, this is your original axis, and when you displace it like this, it is making an angle theta. ये दिख रहा है, it is making an angle theta, right? So what is that? जैसे हम pendulum में करते थे, वही हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे. What is our kinetic energy? It is 1/2 I0 theta dot square. What is potential energy? When you are writing for pendulum, you are writing mg into L minus L cos theta. Do you remember? For pendulum, just let me show you if you are not able to recall. For pendulum, see, कैसे लिखा था? Potential energy mg into L minus L cos theta. From where it has come? As you are moving from O to O dash, this distance is L minus L cos theta. That is why you are writing mg into L minus L cos theta. Same way you can write for disk as, कहाँ पे गई disk ये रही, right? mg into R minus R cos theta. Now put this two energy over here, differentiate, find out omega n. Now, if you are solving your problem up to this point, it is correct, right? But many times the values will be given. You will be given m, g, r, but you won't given this I0. तो हमें ये स्टेप भी सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. What is I0? I0 I just told you. It is Ig plus mr square. So it is moment of inertia from O to G. So it is mr square. Right. Now at the gravity, as you are measuring from the center, mr square by 2 plus mr square. So it will become 3 mr square by 2. So this is your I0. Right. Put this value over here and get your final natural frequency in radian per second. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
See, all the problems are having link and they are similar, right? I have tried to adapt only one or two methods, so it is easy to understand, though it requires practice, right? Here I have written all the formulas, right? It will help you. So in equilibrium position or equilibrium method, or when you are considering free body diagram, yes, Tanmay? Okay. So when you are considering equilibrium method, what you are writing in summation of inertia force plus external force is equal to 0, right? This is what mx double dot equal to minus f, right? It is that equation based on Newton's law of motion. Now, what is energy method? हम यही solve कर रहे थे, d by dt into ke plus p equal to 0. What is Rayleigh's method? Maximum kinetic energy equal to maximum potential energy. By this three method, by adopting any method, you can solve natural frequency of oscillation. What is our equation of motion? It is mx double dot plus kx equal to 0, or instead of m you can write I, x you can write theta, and your equation can be changed to this. Right? So from this you can also calculate your frequency. This is omega n square. Same way you can write here theta double dot plus kt divided by I into theta equal to 0. Right? तो ये जो आपको मिल रहा है x के बाजू में या थीटा के बाजू में, that is always omega n square. Right? So you can write omega n equal to this or this. Now, this both the omega n is in radian per second, but in exam, sometimes it is specifically mentioned or written that you have to find out this Fn into hertz, right? So at that time, what you can do 1/2 pi into omega n. Clear? Just see all the equations. कहीं पे कुछ, see if you want any clarification or anything, we can have discussion, right? Because today I will not start any new chapter, and the next chapter can only be understand if concept from this chapter is clear. Because in next chapter, what we are going to add, see this, what is the title of this chapter? It is undamped free vibration. Let me write. The title of current chapter is undamped free vibration, right? Now in next chapter, I'm only changing, it is damped free vibration. So in both the case, vibration are free vibration, but undamped is changed to damped. That means you are adding damping element in this, right? How, that we will see during means in the next chapter. Okay. So what my point is कि इसमें से कोई भी confusion नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay. These are the other equations from this chapter. For spring mass system, you can write mg equal to k delta. Delta is the initial deflection, so it is mg by k. Right. Now mass moment of inertia, हम लोग यहाँ पे confuse हो जाते हैं. So that also have written mass moment of inertia about axis through cg. अभी मैं IG की बात कर रही हूँ, right? I'm not talking about from the fixed point. Fixed point पे क्या लेना है? O से जो भी है, okay, that also I will explain. चलो, ये CG से हम count कर रहे हैं. If you have a disk, it is mr square by 2. If you have a ring, it is mr square. If it is a rod, तो हमने अभी rod और spring का देखा था, right? We just now saw about the rod and beam, that is ms square by 12. Okay. Now, this is the mass moment of inertia at point O. So what is that? IO is equal to IG plus M into OG square. O means fixed point and G means where your CG is located, right? So that is that length is called OG. Clear? Now, if it is a pendulum, you can simply write it as ml square. If it is a pulley, you can write mr square by 2, right? So these are the equation. Just see. This is the simple polar moment of inertia for your reference. I know you are aware, but it is for your reference. J shaft pi by 32 degrees to 4 for shaft. Okay. So I have tried to cover all the equations which we have used. Now you have to add your efforts and your logic. So any problem can be solved, any structure can be solved. Just see all this equation. Okay. Any confusion?
No.
No. So last problem. See, fluid problem can also be solved by this method. So I'm taking a very simple example to explain this. Okay. Read this problem. Okay. So what is the statement? A YouTube manometer. This is the YouTube manometer, right? Manometer is used to measure the pressure. Now here you can see the both the ends are open and it is having the length L, right? This YouTube manometer column length is L. Find the natural frequency of oscillation, right? See, this oscillation is also taking place due to the applied pressure. So you need to find how much pressure is applied and due to that what oscillations are occurred. So पहले तो हमें ये जानना है कि what is the external force और उसकी वजह से मास कितना डिस्प्लेस हो रहा है, राइट? सो if you see this arrangement here, when it is in equilibrium, the liquid is equal at zero position. Here it is a zero position, right? So whenever it is in equilibrium, you can see here 0, 0 position, it is same. Clear? One second. Okay. So, right. So here mass is displaced by 2x. जो mass कितना displace हुआ total from this position to this position, so it is total 2x, right? So you can write mass of displaced fluid md is equal to density into volume. Density of the fluid we don't know, so we will write rho. A is a cross section area of the tube and the displacement of fluid is 2 into x. So it is rho into A into 2x. Now what is the force exerted? Force exerted is equal to md into g. Jitna mass displaced hua into gravity. So just put the value rho 2 rho A x into g. So this is the force exerted. Clear? This is the value of force exerted. Okay. यहाँ तक समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will see the external force on it. From the Newton's second law of motion, you can write this is the force exerted, and this is F is equal to mx double dot, right? What is m? If we see the m for total liquid, right, it is rho into A into L, right? Because column length is L, and this is the fluid displaced, right? So equate it and get your equation in this form. So this is your natural frequency omega n square, and omega n equal to under root 2g by L, and frequency of oscillation is simple 1 upon 2 pi, right? So a simple fluid problem can also be solved by using this method. Bolo. So here this chapter is over, and in the lab hours in Friday, right? No, we have lab on Friday. So just go through all the problems, all the topics, right? Friday will be the last day when we will come. We will discuss from this. And in lecture, like in lecture, we will start a new chapter. As I say, okay. Let me take your attendance. See, till I am taking your attendance, we are open for discussion. ओके, तो मैंने अटेंडेंस ले ली है, यू मे लीव द मीटिंग.